At least they're keeping it reasonable and respectable, but, man, it's just Bryan just having a tough go tonight.
It really is, and that's something that when you look at the grand scheme of things, we got about 7.5 minutes left to go here in the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. I mean, really, it's I say a tale of two tapes. It was a tale of two tapes starting at about 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That's when the game really started to change and turn in favor of the Huntsville Hornets when they just started getting one play after another. The huge pass from Melton Green the third, getting that play over the middle. You've seen a lot of just breaking down that front seven of the defense by the running backs in Trayshawn Brown and Braylon Phelps. They have had a very good ball game themselves in the backfield. And not to, say, I told you so in a way, but having that running game helps sets up the rest of the offense. You see it in every level of football. A very good running game will help set up play actions, will help set up anything in the offense, shotgun snaps, I-4, whatever. And the running game that has been presented here tonight has allowed the quarterbacks to be able to relax a little bit and be able to take chances down the field and create situations where they can make little check downs here or there. They can move the ball, pass first half, multiple first downs that we've seen in this first half. I want to say at least 10, if not more, in the first half by Huntsville offensively. It has been the best first half you could ask for if you're the Huntsville Hornets.
Well, running, when you run the ball, you're getting 6-7 yards a pop. That's going to bring in the linebackers and the safeties in and help cheat in and help that D-line try to contain that run. Well, when you bring them in, your slot receivers and your outside guys and your tight end are going to find holes in the defense, and that's exactly what they've been doing. There's those two big catches there by Melton Green, the third, one of them being a touchdown, came in hand. Savion Conte having a few catches here and there. He scored a touchdown earlier today too. It's just that's what happens when you run the ball. It opens up the pass. It enables your playbook. It enables your quarterback to throw the ball and be able to throw the ball consistently and confidently, because your receiver is going to be open or have a really good chance to get his hands on the ball and break a tackle and go to the house. And that's exactly what they've done. Credit to this offensive line and this offensive coordinator for drawing up a good scheme coming into this week, knowing Bryan's going to have a difficulty stopping your dual kind of running back room right there with Brown and Phelps. And here we are once again, Huntsville up huge just because the offense have taken care of business. They're not turning the ball over, knock on wood, as you can hear me right there. And the defense, I can't talk more about this. Linebackers and actually, really it's just been the whole defense, but especially the linebackers tonight, closing in, not enabling the run for Bryan, making them throw the ball, and it's the exact inverse of what's going on with the Huntsville offense.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime adjustments with Luke Scott to conclude the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Back in just a little bit here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? I carried a mower on a trailer to our deer lease. I completed the task of cutting the grass that had grown out of control. I put the mower back on the trailer, I picked up the ramps, I checked my light hookups and safety chains, got in, put the truck in drive, and the trailer would not move. I got out, rechecked everything, got back in, put it in drive, still no motion. Then I saw the problem. The jack stand on the trailer is spring-loaded. It had come down and anchored the trailer. So often in life, we let things anchor us and keep us from moving forward. Clear the things that hold you back. Move forward in your life. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Just a few minutes left to go here in the halftime in the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. 48-21 the score. Huntsville up by 27. Quickly here, quick 30 seconds, Luke. Halftime adjustments for Huntsville as they get ready to warm up here. Quick 30 seconds. What do they need to do to keep this going in the second half?
Just keep on keeping on, really. Offense adjustments, really, maybe just, suring up here. There's been a few penalties really on both sides, offensively and defensively. Special teams, the kick's been great, but the kicking team necessarily hasn't been the greatest. They've given up maybe a little bit more yardage than they would really want to. So I think it's just suring up, and it's really just fine-tuning. It's hard to complain about anything when you're up, 48 to 21. So I think it's just keeping the ball consistent, churn that clock, and try to get out of here easily and injury-free, knock on wood, and come away with the win here and go back to Huntsville 1-1.
That'll do it for the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report. Coming up next, the second half of football here, week 2 of the Texas high school football season. 48-21, Huntsville up against Bryan here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Hornets Halftime Report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Are you thinking of selling, buying, or investing? This is Frank Oliveris, United States Marine Corps veteran with Pinnacle Realty. From my family to yours, we want to say thank you to all the friends and families for trusting us with your vision and dream for the past 13 years. Remember, to our family, relationship matters, and friends turn into family. Give me a call, Frank Oliveris, for your real estate needs today. 936-577-6419 or 936-661-1575. Thank you, and we love you in Christ Jesus.
txhsfb Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. txhsfb Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at txhsfburgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's txhsfb Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
It's always game time at Gamers Grove, Huntsville's friendly local game store located at 1212 14th Street. Family owned and operated since 2012, Gamers Grove carries a wide range of tabletop games and accessories for everyone. Board games, card games, miniatures, and more. With a huge game room open for free casual gaming and exciting competitive events, Gamers Grove provides a friendly place where people can play games, make friends, and become a part of an ever-growing community. That's Gamers Grove, located at 1212 14th Street in Huntsville.
Looking for something sporty and great on gas? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty new fuel-efficient Ford crossover like the ever-popular Ford Bronco. Orders for 2024 Broncos are now open. Or check out the built-tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, where customer satisfaction comes first. And there's no bull, just good deals. Hurry in today or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Back here in Bryan, Texas for the second half of play. Just about to get underway. Huntsville up 48-21. So get ready for the second half. Jordan Smith here alongside me is Luke Scott. As teams have returned out to the field. Refs are back out there. Everybody's ready to go now. And I tell you what, Luke, this has been I don't want to sound like a broken record because I did this last year when I filled in for Carlos and Bryan, but it's been a very fun game to watch, mainly for the fact that we've seen what the potential is for Huntsville, what could be
a glimpse
in future weeks. Exactly.
A glimpse, that's what they would say. You're just seeing a part of it, and this has only been one half. There's plenty of a ball game left to go. Bryan's going to come into the second half thinking, hey, we got nothing to lose. We're down by a jillion points. You know what I mean? So we're going to take some risk here, and, what's the worst that could happen, right? That's what Bryan's going to be doing. So Huntsville's got to be ready here for a punch in the mouth coming. Hopefully not, but I'm just saying, never rule out your opponent, even though you're up by a billion. Oh, my goodness.
Kickoff on our way. Very short one, and Huntsville ends up grabbing it. It does go past the 10 yards, but it's not Huntsville ball. It'll be Bryan setting up shop on their own.
Why wouldn't it be Huntsville ball? It should be.
Is it?
That's an onside kick, technically.
Okay, so yeah, Huntsville does get the possession after all on the Diana K. Barnes State Farm Insurance kickoff as they will start things off in Bryan territory. I was kind of confused for a second. There wasn't really a reaction.
Well, the kickoff, it's anyone's ball, right? The punt, it's a dead ball. If no one touches it, correct.
Shotgun snap, first down and 10. It'll be Brown to the outside, a flag on the play.
Ball carrier number 5, Trayshawn Brown.
A loss of what looks to be 2 or maybe 1 currently, but let's see what the flag is.
Share the run, personal foul, face mask, defense, number 97, 15 yards, automatic first down.
So there you have it, a automatic first down for Huntsville off of the face mask penalty. And that'll set them up just inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Huntsville.
And JT Kroll pumping up the team, waving his arm, saying, get up, get loud. And here we go. Once again, Huntsville offense in Bryan territory is Marcus Lewis in at quarterback.
1st and 10 on the Bryan 29-yard line, moving right to left across your radio dials. Shotgun snap, Lewis taking a bunch of time, and here comes the front 7 of that Bryan defense getting there on the stop. At least one of the players on the stop looked to be Joseph Incardona, the senior defensive end. And it looked like also potentially Real Rolls, I should say, the Mike linebacker there on the stop to make it 2nd down and 16. Loss of 6 on the play to the 35.
Real Rawls, what a name. I mean, it's no Kadarian Easley, but it's a pretty good name. Oh, Jordan, look at the moon, too.
Blood orange moon over to our right as a handoff on a jet sweep on 2nd down to Peyton Pryor. Won't get much of anything. A gain of 1, maybe 2. We'll see where the spot is. Looks to be at about the 33-yard line, so a gain of a couple. We'll make it 3rd down and about 14, potentially 15 as they move it back to the 34. So 3rd and 15 here for Huntsville. Shotgun snap once again. 3 receivers in the near sideline. Here's a snap to Lewis. Rolls to his right, throws on the run, and that one intercepted. A short pass on that one as that'll be intercepted by the Vikings courtesy of the outside player. Looks like a new guy in the ball game for Bryan in Luke Weltons. And a flag on the field. Looks like potentially extracurricular after the play. We'll see what they call it.
This one's going to go up against Bryan right here. 2 times where it happened. Should be moving it back here. Of course, it's after the change of possession, so Bryan will get the ball, but
after the play was over, personal foul, late hit, 10. You have to get to the goal. 1st down.
So there you have it, like you said. We'll move them back just a little bit, not too much, but just enough. And they will start their next drive here with 10:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter of play.
Okay, we got to get these guys on the sticks, man. They got to move a little bit quicker. They're moseying around out there, acting like there's no urgency. We're playing football here. What are we doing?
So a 1st down and 10 situation here.
Oh,
go to the outside, and a big hit on the outside there.
Oh, my goodness.
On
Jawan
the stop.
Giddens.
Like you said, Jawan Giddens on the stop there. The clock continues to run. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter of play.
You get a linebacker like that going up against a little tiny receiver. I'm going to take the linebacker any day of the week when it just comes to pure collision right there. Oh, and a fumbled snap, too.
In the backfield, recovered by the quarterback in Boone Turner. So it'll set up a very, very long 3rd down situation. They're set up at their own 4-yard line. They need the 25 to convert. So a 3rd and 21 coming up.
3rd down and 21 for the Vikings.
The first half of the game was really fun to watch. This second half early on has been nasty and ugly, man. Ugly football.
Standing in his own end zone is Boone Turner here on 3rd down and 21. He'll hand it off just to get away from the end zone. Still trugging along with about 6 Hornets on him, getting help from the offensive line past the original line of scrimmage, and finally brought down at the 17-yard line. What a run. Give him credit there with that power. Not enough for the first, but a gain, quick math here, of about what looks to be at least 13.
It's about 12 yards.
Yeah, 12, 13 yards. So 4th and 8, they'll send the punting unit out as Cole Schroeder will stand back closer to the 47-yard line on the Bryan side of the 50. Low snap for the punter. Is this one high end over and kick? We'll start at the 45. It's bobbled, still on the ground, but luckily is recovered. Looked like by Brent Carroll for Huntsville. And the Hornets escape what could have been bad situation there, and now a flag on the play.
This one I think is going to go up against the Hornets. I think Hezekiah Johnson just got tangled up with a Bryan Viking and might have threw an extra shove in there. But I don't know. They're both kind of going at it. Could be offsetting. We'll see.
Here's the call.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6, Bryan.
There you go. Never mind.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Huntsville, number 1. Penalty was offset.
There you go.
He shoots, he scores.
Of course, a penalty at laundry on the field being brought to you by A&D Propane as Huntsville will get their next opportunity here. 1st down and 10. Up 48-21, 8:09 left to go here in this ball game. They start on their own 44-yard line, moving right to left across your radio dials. Rollout play for Austin Taylor, who's back out for Huntsville. He'll take it himself across midfield into Viking territory, still on his feet, and gets taken down just past the 40, down to the 38-yard line. A big run there for Huntsville to set up another Mocha Tourneys at law 1st down, as we have an injured Viking down on the field.
Nice QB run there, but Austin had a few receivers down the field open. Let's say, but you'll take the 1st down any day of the week.
Injured Viking out on the field. He looks to be getting up, though, so we'll keep it right here as he walks off under his own power. Good sign there for Bryan. The injured Viking is Real Rawls, the junior linebacker, who's made a few plays here tonight.
Not enough, though.
Teams will resume action here. 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter of play, I should say. Again, a 48-21 score line here, as the Hornets will set up 1st and 10 on the Viking 38-yard line. Taylor in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the bottom part of your screen as a man in motion. We'll get things going here. Handoff to Trayshawn Brown. He'll switch sides to the far side of the field, dive for the 1st down, and he will just get there to the 28. A new set of downs. 1st and 10, a Mocha Tourneys at law 1st down, just inside the 30 at the 28.
Trayshawn Brown lowering in that left shoulder, ducking over him, man, and running him over. Getting that 1st down, and the chains move once again for this Huntsville Hornet offense.
So 1st and 10 on the Viking. They'll call it the 27, so an 11-yard gain on the play. 2 receivers again to the near side. Austin Taylor under center as he hands it off to Trayshawn Brown. Dives into a defender and gets up to the 23-yard line. A gain of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. Or actually, they'll call about 4, so 2nd and 6.
Brown kind of there came up a little kind of stumbled there and kind of just fell down. I think he could have gotten another 3-4 yards right there on that carry, but you'll take a 5-yard carry. And it's just been this running back room taking care of business today, Jordan.
2nd down and 6 on the Bryan 23-yard line. Again, Taylor under center. Fakes the handoff. Quick screen to the outside. This one caught on the near side. just inside the red zone and just past the first down marker. On the catch there for Huntsville is Josh Stanley, the junior receiver, his first catch on the season. And a new set of down, or actually they're going to call him half a yard short, but regardless, he's inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
That was Tayshawn DeVoe coming up a little whimsy right there, and trainers are looking at him now. Mr. Brown Lowry coming in for him.
Shotgun snap for Taylor, tried to hand it off, and immediately was swallowed up in the backfield. Was the running back in Braylon Phelps. All the men on the stop, Joseph Incardona, the senior defensive end. It'll make it 4th down and about 3 here on the 20-yard line. And it looks like they're going to go for it. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play for Huntsville. Moving right to left across your radio dials on the Bryan 20-yard line, 20 yards to the end zone. Taylor is in a shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far sideline. Brown in the backfield with him. Now he'll go outside, or excuse me, Phelps in the backfield. Now goes outside to have 2 receivers each side. Quick screen over the middle. This one's caught. First down, a little bit more inside the 10-yard line. Peyton Pryor, the junior wideout with the catch down to the 5-yard line. A new set of downs. First and goal for Huntsville. 5 yards away. They'll back it up to the 6 now. First down and goal at the 6 with 5 minutes left to play.
Taking a few men with him all the way down to the 6. Peyton Pryor. Showing a little muscle there in that offseason working out. Apparently he had a really good offseason. Strength and conditioning, talked to the coaches. Coach Southern's really excited about these receivers, man. They're getting faster and stronger.
3 receivers to the far sideline here on first down. Quick screen to the outside. This one's caught and then dropped. Peyton Pryor, the intended target on the play for Huntsville. It'll make it 2nd down and goal in the 6.
Man, right there, I'm pumping up his tires right there, the whole receiving core, and then he dropped the ball.
Take on the ball. 2nd down and goal.
And right now at this point, you're not trying to do too much if you're Huntsville, obviously, with this 17-point lead, or I should say 17. It's more of a 27-point lead. But you at least still want to make sure you're getting you're working on plays and such, as this one, a pitch to Brown, swallowed up in the backfield by that front 7. Once again, Incardona right there with a couple other guys, Matthew Govan and a couple other defenders for Bryan. Right there to swallow him up. Now back to the 11, a loss of 5 on the play.
Nice play there by Incardona. Celebrating a little too much after the play, I must say. I mean, that's when you have to kind of look over to the scoreboard, Jordan, and say, hey, get back to your side, man. What are we doing? But it's all right. It's just high school. They're going to have fun with it.
About 3:45 left to go in the third quarter of play. Same formation with 3 receivers in the near sideline. Fakes a handoff, goes over the back of the end zone. Ooh. This one's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Lorenz. First catch of the season. First touchdown of the season. Huntsville now up 54-21, pending the point after.
Hunter Lorenz on a little back shoulder fade right there towards the left corner of the end zone. Going up, high pointed over the defender and making a nice grab. Wow, we've seen just about a little everything of these Huntsville receivers today. The deep ball, the kind of the quick slants and hitch routes, and right there a little back shoulder fade. Must say, it was really nice throwing balls there as well, so got to credit the QB1.
Joseph Mejia in for the point after. Snap, hold, kick. And the Nelson Amaya Collision Center extra point attempt is through. 55-21 is the score. Take a quick break. Be right back after this here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Looking for something sporty and great on gas? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty new fuel-efficient Ford crossover like the ever-popular Ford Bronco. Orders for 2024 Broncos are now open. Or check out the built-tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, where customer satisfaction comes first. And there's no bull, just good deals. Hurry in today or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
It's always game time at Gamers Grove, Huntsville's friendly local game store located at 1212 14th Street. Family owned and operated since 2012, Gamers Grove carries a wide range of tabletop games and accessories for everyone. Board games, card games, miniatures, and more. With a huge game room open for free casual gaming and exciting competitive events, Gamers Grove provides a friendly place where people can play games, make friends, and become a part of an ever-growing community. That's Gamers Grove, located at 1212 14th Street in Huntsville.
Back here in Bryan, a 55-21 score. Huntsville pouring it on here in the third, 3:41 left to go here in this third quarter of play as a fair catch is made. And Bryan will shrug out there once again on their own 28-yard line. And Luke, as we bring it into the Advantage Pinnacle Realty Advisors broadcast booth, I mean, there's not really much else you could say besides, good job adjusting.
Ultimate domination, you could say that too.
Yeah, you could.
Huntsville Hornets swarm and compete. That's what they always talk about. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. And you've seen it. I mean, when you got a team like Bryan tonight, when they're committing personal fouls after the whistle, countless things, they're just in their head. That's all. That's it is. And Huntsville just needs to close this game out. They played great. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of the younger guys coming in this fourth quarter pretty soon.
Bryan moving left to right across your radio dials. 1st and 10 on their own 33. Moving around is Turner. He'll look outside, and that one incomplete. Intended target on the play. Looks like Terrence Lewis. Out of the 41, but couldn't make the catch. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right there, Jordan. You talk about, fighting from behind. That's something we saw from last year of Huntsville when they, you wouldn't really necessarily get anything on that first down. So you'd be 2nd and 10, 3rd and long. This is kind of where Bryan's been throughout the night. They haven't been able to really execute early on downs and put them behind the 8 ball.
Handoff here on 2nd down. Gets a quick run to the outside. 1st down, just a little bit more for Titus Runnels as he will march his way to the 45-yard line. They'll call it the 44 now. Well, we'll see. About 45, actually. Keep going back and forth with it. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. And a new set of downs, 1st and 10. Here on the 45 is this QB run up the gut. Looks to be right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Making the stop for the Hornets, number 52, Isaiah Lewis. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Two receivers to the far sideline here. Boone Turner still in the shotgun. Clap his hands once. Hand it off to the back, right up the gut, wide open seam, 1st down and a lot more into Huntsville territory. Isaiah Nuttall, a guy who we haven't called a lot of his name tonight, coming in as a starter, though, for the senior. And he gets plenty for the 1st down as he marches it to the Huntsville 36-yard line.
He's coming up a little bit wobbly right now. He is not supposed. He doesn't need to be in there right now.
Going for the end zone, turns around. Good coverage there on the defense, incomplete on the coverage in the secondary. It's Jacob Ruffin, the senior. They'll make it 2nd down and 10.
Not a great pass there by Boone Turner right there at quarterback. Kind of put a 50-50 ball and really should have been picked off, but still a play made there. They backed that ball down. 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings.
Shotgun snap, looking to the near sideline. This one's caught, immediately met by a defender, Tyson Turner, on the reception. It looks like Jawan Giddens there on the stop. And it'll make it 3rd down and 7 on the gain of 3.
Actually, Jordan, that was J-Bug, I believe. He got there first, and Jawan coming in and cleaning it up.
Stack receivers each side of the line of scrimmage. Going down the sideline, trying to make the acrobatic catch to Terrence Lewis. Could not pull it in, though. And it's now 4th down and 7 to stop the clock with 2:13 left to go. Third quarter of play. Huntsville up 55-21.
4th down, you're really in no man land right here, and you're down 34 points, so you might as well go for it. Kind of have to stay in this ball game.
Shotgun snap again, going down the field, throwing it to a Huntsville defender at this point. Jeremiah Winfrey was going for the touchdown catch, if you will. As a receiver just seemed to stop, it'll be a turnover on downs, and Huntsville will get possession.
You know what? J-Bug was going to catch that, but he made the 3,000 IQ play there, but deciding not to catch it, giving his team better field position to start on this drive. So actually the best play there was made by J-Bug, letting the audience know that he could have made that play, but he's a team guy instead of a look-at-me guy, giving his offense great field position.
It'll set up 1st down and 10 on the Huntsville 33-yard line. Taylor looking around to his right, has to throw it quickly before he is tackled. And that'll fall to the turf, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 55-21 the score. Huntsville up quite a bit.
You know, we're in the third quarter, so I'm not really a big fan of that selection, or late in the third quarter, I must say. Throwing the ball on 1st down. Let's run some of this clock down and try to get this game moving. That was a long first half, Jordan.
Really was. That second quarter is what made it really long in that first half. The constant scoring, especially those last 6 minutes of it. Constant turnovers, constant scoring by Huntsville. Here's Taylor to the outside, and the catch is made as he's falling just past the 1st down marker. Amoka Turney 1st down for the offense. It looked like Hunter Lorenz making the catch there just past the marker out to the 45-yard line.
You know, I think actually Coach Southern right here and the offensive coordinator, Scott Schroeder, is letting this time to develop some confidence here with these quarterbacks throwing the ball coming into the district season. That's, I think, what they're doing. Right there. Good stop on defense, swallowing up the run there for a loss.
Loss of about 3 on the play for Trayshawn Brown. Clock will continue to wind down. About 1:10 left to go here in the third quarter of play. And that was something that we were talking about, of course, talking with Coach Southern yesterday, like we mentioned earlier. The fact of, waiting for a quarterback to really stand out. Well, both quarterbacks have done, have had good moments in this ballgame. They've had big plays in this ballgame. So both of them stood out, but so far no one more than the other. Here's a handoff on a jet sweep to the near sideline. That one to no avail. Jarius Singletary, or excuse me, actually it'd be Josh Stanley, who's giving it off of the handoff. That'll be a loss back to the 39-yard line on the Huntsville side of the 50. It'll make it 3rd down and 16 with about 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They may just run out the clock. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do, is run out the clock here. So that will do it for the end of the third quarter of play. Put up your fours. Put up your fours. You got to all do it. 12 minutes left to go in the ballgame. 55-21 the score. Huntsville up as we head to the fourth when we come back here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Tonight we have Wayne kicking. He's trying.
proud supporter of Huntsville High School. Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
This is BJ McMichael, and I am a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. I am also the Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. Here at University Heights, we are connected to Christ and the community. We also offer small groups and activities for every age and stage. Be sure to check us out online at uhbc.net or download our UHBC app in the Apple or Android store today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back here to start the fourth quarter of play here on 101.7 KSAM of the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Jordan Smith here alongside me is Luke Scott. He just ran a play that just fell short of the first down marker by Austin Taylor. Fourth down and 1 currently. The offense is going to stay on the field.
Yeah, really nice run there. It was a quarterback. It was a passing play, and made a pump fake rolling out to his left and made a nice scramble out of it. Got about just about everything except 1 yard, just a little short. Now we're going to go hurry up right up to the line of scrimmage, try to push this thing forward.
And I believe
got
they're
timeout. Timeout for Huntsville.
So, yeah, it was going to be a first down, but like you said, a timeout for Huntsville. And while they take this timeout, Luke, let's go ahead and thank some more of our wonderful sponsors that make these broadcasts possible.
Oh, exactly. Well, this season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented by Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Hartfield Florist, personalizing your event since 1957. McWilliams, Sons Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. We're not comfortable till you are. MRC Creekside Retirement Community, Moak & Moak, attorneys at law. For your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs, call Moak & Moak, attorneys at law, serving Huntsville since 1971. Again, that's Moak & Moak, attorneys at law. They'll help you just like they help me.
There you go. 55-21 the score, 11:42 left to go. Here in the ball game, a bunch-up formation as they go for it on 4th and 1. The push forward, let's see. They're saying they did not get it.
Okay.
And a turnover on downs. Huntsville will not convert the 4th and 1, and Bryan will get the ball right around midfield on their own, what looks to be 46-yard line. 11:38 left to go here in the ball game.
Just to not get the push we needed right there to establish another first down, but I guess you're kind of okay with it when you're up 34 points.
So now Bryan will be back out there and try to salvage what they can of this ball game. 11:38 left to go in this one. Shotgun snap. Looking outside, this one is caught by Derek Ramsey. Haven't said his name in quite a bit as that will just get past midfield into Huntsville territory down to the 48-yard line. A gain of about 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 coming up.
6 yards on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Clock continuing to wind down here, 11:13 left to go. In this one, 3 receivers to the far sideline. Here's a handoff to the back. Trying to go up the gut, gets a few, but then forward progression will stop him at the 45-yard line. Isaiah Nuttall on the carry. It'll make it 3rd down and short, about 3rd down and a buck and a half.
3rd down and 1.
Two receivers to the near sideline here. Shotgun snap. Turner once again going up the gut. Cannot get there, just back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's 4th down and 1.
Just short, but you got to assume here And the Vikings are going to run it again right here and try to get this first down on 4th down. Again, about 10 minutes left to go, so they're going to try to push for every single point that they can get to try to get back in this ball game.
Go for it here on 4th down and 1. They go with a bunch formation right at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to go for the QB sneak.
He got it. He didn't get it.
Yeah, he did not get it. Another turnover on downs right at about midfield. And Huntsville will get possession here. They'll mark it, and let's see the official call. It definitely looks short based off the spot, and now they officially call it a turnover.
Tell you what, that was a kind spot, too, I must say. But, hey, we'll take it.
So Huntsville would take over on downs here. 10 minutes left to go in this one. 55-21 the score. And, you know, we take a look at really what Huntsville has to look forward to. They've got 2 more non-district matchups.
Yep.
Before they really get things going here. We'll get to that here in just a sec as the first play of the 1st and 10. A flag will come on the play as Braylon Phelps is drugged down to the ground off the handoff from Austin Taylor. We'll stop the clock. 9:53 left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, Huntsville has got Belton coming up here September 8th. That one's in Huntsville, so that should be a pretty good game. Belton's taking care of business tonight, and of course, Coach Rodney Southern used to be a coach at Belton way back in the day. So maybe a little revenge game from last year due to Belton getting the edge there over Huntsville in that one. And then you got Clear Springs right after that. So 2 games. We've got a nice little homestand coming up here with these next 3 games, including the first game of district going up against Montgomery. So,
and then after that, they go on the road at Lamar Consolidated. A new day and time originally was for that Thursday. Now it's been moved to September 30th at 6 p.m. out at Traylor Stadium. As this pass bumbled and stumbled around, Taylor almost lost it, had to catch it midair, and he is sacked in the backfield for quite a big loss down to the 45-yard line. A loss of what looks to be 8 on the play. 2nd and 18 coming up. Like you said, that upcoming schedule for Huntsville against Belton at home next week. Clear Springs is the final non-district game of the season. That's the projected timeline as of now for the new Huntsville ISD Stadium to be open. We'll wait and see kind of with construction updates if that ends up happening or not. After that, they have the district opener against Montgomery and then at Lamar Consolidated, and that your upcoming schedule brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Hand off to the outside, Braylon Phelps. We'll get a few, but not much more after that. It'll be a gain of what looks to be about 1 on the play, so 3rd down and 17 coming up.
Pick up a 1 yard, 3rd down and 17.
While we're at it, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for Bryan. Once again, brought to you by First Franklin Financial. They will be right back here at home against Brenham. Brenham Cubs, a Highway 6 matchup on September 8th, and then they will travel to Richmond Randall on the 14th for their final non-district matchup. As here comes Taylor over the middle. This one's caught in stride by Peyton Pryor as he was falling to the ground and had contact behind him. It's a Mocha attorney at law 1st down. That lands them at the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
Nice pitch and catch there. Savion Conte coming with that one.
To finish up the upcoming schedule, they will also head to Temple to take on the Wildcats on the 22nd. And they will be back home at Caparas Cove to face off against the Bulldogs, spelled with a W, on September 29th at 7:30. That again, your Bryan Viking upcoming schedule brought to you by First Franklin Financial. 1st down and 10. Handoff. Braylon Phelps to the outside. No doing. As they got a few, but not much. Got a gain of 3 on the play up to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. 101.7 KSAM Huntsville. And on the KSAM mobile app, Sting 'em Hornets.
Braylon Phelps with the handoff here. He'll get to the 10-yard line as we welcome you back here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. A gain of about, looks to be 5 on the play, maybe 4. Third down and 3 coming up, officially a gain of 4.
Reading our chat here, Platinum Ron P says, tough night for visual. No kidding. Of course, this would be the one game we would be wanting to see in right here. 55-21, putting on a show right now. But we appreciate all y'all's support.
Taylor in the shotgun. Brown going out wide of the far sideline. 3 receivers to the near sideline. Third down and 2, looking to the near sideline. That one dropped on the pass attempt there. Looks like it was intended for Melton Green the second. And actually, they caught it somehow off the turf. It looked like it may have bounced off of it and gone incomplete, but either way, that's a first and goal.
He had it the whole way.
First and goal now for Huntsville here on the 5-yard line, and that first down being brought to you by Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law. Here's a handoff up the gut, not going to get in the end zone with a second effort, but gets down to the 2-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play. Make it second down and goal. Oh, it looks like the 2-yard line. Substitutions being made at the moment. 5:38 left to go in this one as the clock continues to wind down. 55-21 is the score here in this ball game. Austin Taylor under center, 3 receivers to the far sideline. He'll hand it off to Braylon Phelps, who will march his way into the end zone for 6. A 2-yard touchdown run for Huntsville to extend their lead 61-21, pending the point after.
And smoking that Viking pack right now is just Huntsville offense, just operating on max level right now, looking like they've been doing this all year, even though it's only been the second game this season. Credit this team, credit this coaching staff. They got this team ready. They're looking good. Coming up, district play here pretty soon.
Snap, hold, kick. And that one going wide right, but I believe a flag was on the play.
False start, offense, 72. 5-yard penalty.
Redo the try here with the 5-yard penalty for Huntsville. Again, that being brought to you by A&D Propane. As we get ready once again for another attempt at the Nelson and Myers Collision Center extra point. Make it a 41-point lead. Well, with this win, Huntsville will move to 1-1 on the season. Shades of last season, where they got the win against Bryan in that second game. High snap on the extra point attempt. Recovered back at the 35 by Mejia. He's going to try to run it back to the 30, but will be tackled. No extra point there. And it will remain a 40-point difference. As we will take a quick break. 5:22 left to go here in this one. 61-21, Huntsville ahead when we come back here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Did you know that one of your neighbors just lowered their utility bill? At McGilvery Mechanical, we are experts in providing heating and cooling services on all makes and models. When it comes to replacement, we will help you select the best heating and cooling system for your budget. We will analyze your home to ensure that the right size system is selected for optimum comfort. Let our technicians discuss possibilities to lower your utility bill and save you money. Call McGilvery Mechanical and ask us how to save up to 40% on your utility bill. That's McGilvery Mechanical at 936-291-2640. At McGilvery Mechanical, we care about your comfort.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
5:22 left to go here in this one. 61-21 the score. Huntsville ahead by 40 against a 6A very good team. Let's not forget that this is a very good program in the Bryan Vikings here. Jordan Smith alongside me is Luke Scott as the Dyna K Bard State Farm Insurance kickoff gets underway at about the 2-yard line. Just past the 20 is met by a swarm of Hornets as a return was made by Luke Weltons. And that is where the Bryan Vikings will start play once again. But, I mean, you have to look at it. Last year, getting the good win to get back to 500, going 1-1 in the season. This year as well, getting the win to go back to 1-1 in the season. But an emphatic win at that, one of the more dominant wins that this program has seen in the last 4 years or so.
Talking about tonight, right?
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness. Dominant? What's more than dominant? You know, that's what that, I don't know if that word's even in the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? It's not in my vocabulary.
1st and 10 on the Bryan 22-yard line. They move right to left across your radio dials. Shotgun snap. Handoff to the back end, Nuttall. He's still charging forward here with about 4 Hornets on him as he gets past the 25-yard line and down to about the 26. And that'll make it about a 4-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Supreme. A supreme effort here.
Sounds like the size of my belt I was looking for at Walmart earlier. Supreme size. 2nd and 6. Handoff once again to Nuttall. That right there at the line of scrimmage, though, gets a gain of 1 on the play. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Or a Supreme Taco, huh?
Yeah, probably not a good thing to influence me with. You already got me the nachos earlier, which I appreciate.
Man, I'm just here helping. Platinum Ron says, crushing.
Shotgun snap on a jet sweep. It's Terrence Lewis on the sweep. He gets just enough for the first down, a gain of 6 on the play. Up to the 33-yard line, a new set of downs, 1st and 10 for Bryan. 4:05 left to go in this ball game. As Bryan tries to end this drive on a high note. Shotgun snap, low snap, has to be picked up off the ground by Turner. Comes back across the field. This one's good. First down and a lot more into Huntsville territory. Tyson Turner, the number 1 option out wide, gets it down to the 40-yard line on the Huntsville side of the 50. Once again, no huddle offense. 2 receivers to the far side. Shotgun snap. Quarterback will go over the middle once again to Turner. And a catch once again made. Right at about the 20. They'll call it the 21-yard line just outside the red zone. And a new set of downs, 1st and 10 once again for the Vikings.
Another tackle, Ruffin. Coming in and finding that hole through the linebackers, and Ruffin's having to make a play in the secondary, wrapping up.
Shotgun snap once again for Turner, looking over the middle of the field. This time, 3rd time's not the charm for Tyson Turner. As he try to go once again over the middle of the field. And instead, 2nd down and 10 on the 21.
And Brent Carroll got his hands on that one last game out. He had a pick. And this time, almost had another.
Don't forget, coming up in a few minutes, the AB Squared Self-Storage post-game wrap-up. That one's to the outside, incomplete. Is that one in and out of the hands of the intended target on the play in Terrence Lewis.
Kenneth Scott right there, the 3rd, covering him like a wet blanket. Nothing was getting past him. This Huntsville DB showing some depth tonight, Jordan.
Absolutely is, and that's something that going into the broadcast, we kind of highlighted the fact of, you know, the secondary has got a lot of veteran leadership, a lot of experience on it. And here goes the quarterback and Turner trying to stretch it out for the first down as he extends the arm past the 12-yard line he thought, but he's marked out at the 13, a couple yards shy. 4th down and 2 coming up.
He wishes.
He'll be in the shotgun as they go for it on 4th down and 2. Jet sweep. They'll hand it off to Nuttall. He'll go to the outside. First down, a little bit more, using his blockers in front of him. And he will find his way into the end zone for 6. A 13-yard rushing touchdown for the Vikings. And at least for them, that's something to end on a high note for, getting the touchdown there. And the extra point to make it 61-28.
Yeah, a good way to cap off a pretty good drive there for the Vikings at Bryan High School. I mean, it is a second-team defense playing right there for Huntsville, but still a good, nice little drive there for this Vikings team that's needed something to look forward to because tonight's just not really been their night.
2-point conversion attempt. Going to the outside, that one incomplete. Intended for Terrence Lewis. That one just a little too far out in front of him. So it'll remain 61-27 with 2:55 left to go here in this one. And Luke, let's thank a few more of our wonderful sponsors that make this broadcast possible.
Of course, we love our sponsors. They do so much for us. Got to appreciate them. Bill Fick Ford, no bill, just good deals. First Franklin Financial, helping our neighbors do life since 1941. Nelson Maya's Collision Center, honest work and quality service. Of course, Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach others for Christ. Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust. University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have. Huntsville Independent School District, building champions and focusing for our children's unlimited success. And Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you live or work in Walker County, you're eligible for membership. Jordan, you're eligible. Get onto it. Get to it.
Yeah, might have to go check that out.
I'm in college, so
right.
I can't really.
Right.
But if I could, I would.
Right, no, absolutely. 61-27 the score. Hornets ahead against the Bryan Vikings, 6A program. 2:55 left to go in this one. And a lot of positive if you're the Huntsville Hornets to take out of this ball game. Not yet saying, hey, we're here, but it's at least a big building step to getting to that point.
Got for the onside kick right here.
May as well try anything at this point. Here comes the potential onside attempt. There it is. More of a squib kick, in fact.
Pooch.
That will land at the 29-yard line, and the fair catch is called, in fact. And Huntsville will start their drive at the 29-yard line. Mountain Green, the third, the one on the reception. Again, coming up, after this, the AB Squared Self-Storage post-game wrap-up. We'll recap the second half of play. Take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by McWilliams & Sons Heating and Cooling. And then take a look ahead at what's coming up next week for your Huntsville Hornets. Right now, first down and 10 for Huntsville. 2:55 left to go in this one. They're on their own 29-yard line. Moving left to right across your radio dial. It's three receivers to the far sideline here. Lewis in at the quarterback position, and a muffed handoff as that one bounced off the running back.
Is that Peyton Pryor back there?
That is Peyton Pryor back there, trying a little bit of a different formation there. Slash him being the third-string running back, quote-unquote, if you will. And he'll back him up about 4 yards. Second down and 14 coming up as Huntsville keeps possession.
You got to appreciate a nice little facility right here. We were having issues with the internet, but other than that, it's been great here. Brian always helps us out.
Absolutely.
Catering for us.
And like you said, a fantastic venue at that, Merrill Green Stadium. Hand off here for Lewis to Pryor out of the backfield to the far sideline. Gets a gain of a couple. Third down and 12 coming up, and stop the clock. We got a flag on the play.
You know, Jordan,
extracurricular afterwards.
Jordan, I must say, nachos, could be better. They need to move a little bit more units. Chips are a little stale, but it's all right. It's all right. They'll get better.
An injured player out on the field, so we will take a quick break, and we will figure out what the flag is after this quick timeout. Back here after this on 101.7 KSAM, the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Looking for something sporty and great on gas? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty new fuel-efficient Ford crossover like the ever-popular Ford Bronco. Orders for 2024 Broncos are now open. Or check out the built-tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, where customer satisfaction comes first. And there's no bull, just good deals. Hurry in today or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Back here at Merrill Green Stadium as we resume play. A penalty on Bryan is what caused an extra bit of yardage. 1st and 10 for Huntsville on the 42. Breaks some tackles, does the running back, and Braylon Phelps, he's still going. Another set of downs. 1st and 10, a big Mocha attorney at law first down that I believe goes ahead and sets them up just inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
And put this game on his highlight reel. He's going crazy today. Running left, running right, running through defenders, taking a few with him. And now, the best formation in football right here, Jordan. Victory.
7 seconds on the play clock. Let it wind down a few more seconds. They'll have to run at least one more snap.
Quarterback takes a knee.
47 seconds. Play clock has not restarted just yet. Now it has, so they'll have to snap it at least one more time, but after this, we'll go final. 35 seconds left to go. 61-27 the score here in this one. As once again, like you said, Huntsville in victory formation. There's the final knee, and that will do it. Clock will wind down, and the final here tonight, Huntsville 61, Bryan 27. What a night if you're the Huntsville Hornets. Getting it done here in this one, and man, oh man, a lot to look forward to as you head home if you're the Huntsville Hornets, and a lot to look forward to heading into next week. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this for the AB Squared Self-Storage post-game wrap-up to get you on home right after this here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. You can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes, right here in Huntsville, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Diana and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is BJ McMichael, and I am a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. I am also the Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. Here at University Heights, we are connected to Christ and the community. We also offer small groups and activities for every age and stage. Be sure to check us out online at uhbc.net or download our UHBC app in the Apple or Android store today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back here at Merrill Green Stadium. Final score, Hornets take care of business 61-27. And for the Huntsville faithful that made the hour drive down here to Bryan,
well worth it.
Well worth it. You get back to 500. I say get back, you're at 500 for the first time this season besides, the scrimmage basically at that point. But regardless, we take a look and we recap to start off the AB Squared Self-Storage post-game wrap-up. let's take a look at what happened just in the second half. It was a lot. Let's try to recap it in little as possible because we could be here for 3 days if we wanted to recap everything.
Goodness. Well, the second half was really just game management right there. A couple scores there. Bryan scored a touchdown there. Huntsville scored a couple times. So a decent second half. But that was a game management second half. That was a let's get this show on the road, turn this clock down, and let's get out of here with the win. Kept running the ball, threw the ball just well. And it's a great win. I mean, this is one of the best feelings that I've had after a Huntsville football game in a long time. Yes, it was tough last year, and this year started off kind of on a rocky note there. But tonight, man, what a good win. And it wasn't just the offense or just the defense. It was all of them. It was everyone, down to the long snap, to the kicker, quarterbacks, receivers, D-linemen. I mean, everyone chipped into this performance, the most balanced night that Huntsville's seen in a long time. And it's a credit to the players, and it's a credit to the staff. Head coach Rodney Southern, just a good performance here for Huntsville.
It absolutely was, and you look at everything that transpired in this ball game, and really the main thing for Huntsville is that, yes, they ran, pass plays later on. Yeah, they eventually decided to start getting the run, but I think the main thing with that was just establishing, kind of working on some things here and there and putting the pressure early on to be able to be at this point. Granted, I don't think they expected to be up by 40 points at any point, but when you had that opportunity, we saw it a little bit where they started to just kind of work on their plays a little bit, kind of work on the game plan, work on situational stuff, and just kind of have an impromptu, not a practice, but kind of that extra little bit of work to just work on making sure they get the little things right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those sharpness things, a fine-tuning thing, what you want going into a pretty tough non-district opponent here in Belton and Clear Springs, but it's a confidence booster. You saw your team do what they're supposed to do. They did their job. They do their job. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Do your job. That's what Bill Belichick, all these great coaches talk about. That's what they did tonight. Everyone all the starters, the backups, freshmen, sophomores, seniors, they all did their job. When you got a guy like Braylon Phelps and Trayshawn Brown just running the ball at the gut 6, 7, 8 yards a pop, that makes life a whole lot easier. It's a great win. It's a great feeling. Huntsville came in, dominated from start to finish. And that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. And
also over a 6A team.
That's
when a 5A beats a 6A, that's always got to feel good. And I'm a 5A guy.
It does because, even though it's only that one division, there's a big difference between 5A and 6A competition.
Huge.
So the fact that they could come back in back-to-back years and take care of business once at home and once on the road against Bryan, and talking with Coach Southern, he said this is a game that he's already confirmed with Coach Tullis at Bryan that they want to continue into this next realignment and further because it's a close proximity game for both teams. It's a good game regardless for the fans to come out, for the players to get some good action as well. So, and this is something that, having these two wins in back-to-back years, it's a confidence boost, especially right now with how much Huntsville put up in the second half. These Huntsville players have to feel really, really good heading into next week.
Oh, yeah. And, they're going to remember this feeling. This is a great feeling to have when you go in to another team's field and crush them. And that's the feeling that you want to have going into every week. And going into Belton, the confidence is going to be high. Come on. That's what you want. And who knows? A little upset magic right now. Belton, I would assume, will probably be favored next week. A team's got some history behind it in Belton and Huntsville. Those teams don't like each other. I was on the sideline last year. Things got a little chippy down there, I must say. So confidence is up. Time to attack now. This is when you want to swarm and compete. That's what we talk about. Huntsville Hornets. Buzzy, let's go.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our McWilliams & Sons Heating and Cooling Player of the Game. On the defensive side here tonight, even with all the offense, the defense really stepping up and making themselves known. We'll have that for you right after this here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
It's It's always game time at Gamers Grove, Huntsville's friendly local game store located at 1212 14th Street. Family owned and operated since 2012, Gamers Grove carries a wide range of tabletop games and accessories for everyone. Board games, card games, miniatures, and more. With a huge game room open for free casual gaming and exciting competitive events, Gamers Grove provides a friendly place where people can play games, make friends, and become a part of an ever-growing community. That's Gamers Grove, located at 1212 14th Street in Huntsville. AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Back here at Merrill Green Stadium, once again, your final score 61-27. Huntsville over Bryan. Jordan Smith here alongside me is Luke Scott for the AB Squared Self-Storage postgame wrap-up. And Luke, let's go ahead and, even though Huntsville put up 61 points, not all of that was on the offensive side. And that is especially true for our McWilliams & Sons Heating and Cooling Player of the Game in the one and the only, Mr. Kadarian Easley.
Oh, yeah. Clap it up for Kadarian Easley. Best name on the team, and he had the best play of the night. Are you kidding me? Number 55, the big boy, the D lineman, getting a pick six there in the second quarter, taking one to the house, celebrating, and might I say, it wasn't two hands. He said, I only need one.
Yeah, that was an impressive play for sure, because, one, it's already impressive that a defensive lineman got an interception, because you're never expecting that. But the fact that he did that, caught it one-handed, stiff-armed a guy, and then broke some speed down the sideline for the return, made it an amazing play. Probably a play of the game, too.
Oh, and that's what kind of spurred on Huntsville clobbering. That's what really kicked it off.
Really shifted the momentum.
Yes, it did. And you know what? Hand up. We got to recognize a few other guys. Melton Green III, 2 big-time touchdowns. He was great receiving the ball. Both quarterbacks had an outstanding game. Jawan Giddens, a huge pick right there. Took it all the way down the 4. And you know what? I'm going to give some love to the kicker, Joseph Mejia. Yeah, only had one bad kick, which I think it was got tipped. But other than that, he was pretty spot on.
He really was, And so that's your McWilliams Sons Heating and Cooling Player of the Game, Kadarian Easley for your Huntsville Hornets. But, just a really good performance all around from Huntsville once they fix the adjustments early on in the ballgame. We'll take one more break. After that, we'll look ahead to what's up coming next week for your Huntsville Hornets, and then we'll wrap things up here from Bryan, Texas, here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Back here at Merrill Green Stadium to wrap up the AB Squared Self-Storage postgame wrap-up, 61-27, the final score. Huntsville taking care of business against Bryan here in this matchup. Again, bringing you back into the Pinnacle Realty Advisors broadcast booth. Jordan Smith alongside me is Luke Scott. And Luke, taking a look at what Huntsville has got for them coming up next week, like you mentioned, the kind of budding rivalry. I say budding rivalry, but the rivalry with Belton, of course, the history with Coach Rodney Souther coming from Belton to Huntsville. That was his previous stop. Before that, the game last year, like you said, got a little chippy, but now they're at home. And that's the main thing is now it's on Huntsville territory.
That's right.
Back out at Bowers. So
now we're defending territory.
Exactly.
Now. Defend your home. That's what they say.
Exactly. And coming off of a big win like this, it's going to
feel good.
It might, I don't want to say it will, but it might kind of click in their heads that, hey, we can get something done.
We got a little magic here. You know
now You just got to make sure you're consistent with it. You got to make sure you do everything right during the week, during preparation, to get things going, to keep things going the right way, to keep the momentum going, and to really get ahead of your opponents early, because that's the main thing. If you can get ahead of these guys early, you have a great chance with anybody.
That's right.
In 5A football.
And you know what? When you get some wins in your non-district, that helps you in the playoffs too. That's going to help your seeding. That's going to help your confidence level, and that's just going to. Last year we struggled in the non-conference, or in the non-district, I mean. I think we went 1-3 last year in non-district play. This time around, a little different, hopefully. So that only helps you. The players seem to be buying in just fine. And this is one of those games that you want to see some buy-in. The schemes and the coaches, they know what they're doing. They got some of the best coaches in all of 5A football here in Huntsville. And we got great athletes. We got great kids, great parents, great support. And so winning a game like this over a 6A has to feel good. There's nothing more much to say than that, Jordan, but we do have a big game coming up against Belton.
Absolutely. And, of course, you can catch that right here on the 101.7 KSAM-FM airwaves. Carlos Zimmermann and Brian Adams will be back here next week in Huntsville to call the game action for you there. I believe a 6:45 p.m. pregame, 7:30 kickoff for that one against the Belton Tigers. And, of course, you can also watch it right here on the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel, your exclusive video and audio broadcast home of Huntsville Athletics. Just a reminder that tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornet football on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other retransmission of the accounts of this game may not be retransmitted or disseminated without the express written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics and 101.7
Sorry, we will
KSAM.
sue. We will win.
For everybody here at the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, I want to thank our board op back at the studio and Stacy for helping us out here tonight, our camera crew, and at Christian Cortez and Houston Hardcastle. For my broadcast partner in Luke Scott, also special shout out to Eric Mays at the studio, and our operations manager Brian Reeder, and our general manager in Mr. Tim Johnson. For everybody here at 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, my name is Jordan Smith, saying good evening, good night, Sting 'em Hornets, and we'll see you next week for the matchup between the Huntsville Hornets and the Belton Tigers. Have a safe drive back, and have a great night, folks. Have a great weekend as well, and enjoy your Labor Day.
This has been the AB Squared Self-Storage Hornets postgame show on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Did you know